Lil Olsen, and today we're at the Grosvenor House in Mayfair, London. Today we're going to interview two very special people, Elise Jordan and Mike Hogan. Elise Jordan you probably know from NBC and MSNBC. She is a real friend and mentor to Ula's World. Mike Hogan is her husband and a very big deal at Vanity Fair magazine.
I'm Kyle Wilson, and this is Elise Jordan.
Hi, thanks so much for having me, Kaya. I'm so honored.
Do you mind if I ask you some questions?
Of course.
Is it more exciting to be on TV or Ula's World?
I think Ula's World is way cooler, and I would choose to go on Ula's World any day over any other show.
Did you know you're here to meet Ula?
That is the sweetest thing that anyone has ever said to me. Thank you. You're so sweet.
What are you going to do in London?
Already in London, we did something fun together. We went to the Winston Churchill War Rooms downstairs, and we did that tour. And then we went to the Imperial War Museum, and we saw the Ashcroft exhibit of all of the Victoria Crosses that he collects and has a public exhibit in the Imperial War Museum. And unfortunately, that's about all we're going to get to do today. I might try to sneak over to the department store for 15 minutes to drive my husband crazy one last time before we get on our plane, but we have to fly back home to New York City to go to work and get our dog Bobby sneakers.
That's cute, man.
Well, you have a new dog too.
Yeah, we do. Who is your favorite British musician?
I think I want to make my husband really angry, so I'm going to say Coldplay and Chris Martin. Because I know that answer will drive him up the wall. But I actually do like Coldplay. It's a guilty pleasure.
Donald Trump doesn't really like you, does he?
He doesn't, but you know, sometimes it's okay to have enemies if they're an enemy worth having, and I think he's an enemy worth having.
Do you think Donald Trump is scared like strong women like you, me, and Ula?
I think that Donald Trump definitely doesn't respond well to strong women, and that's why I think we have to keep being strong women, because no one is going to take our voice away. Thank you. That was the best interview ever.
Hi, I'm Ula Olsen, and I'm here with Mike Hogan. Can I ask you a few questions?
Sure.
Do you plan on going to any pubs while you're in London?
Well, I have already been to several pubs, I have to admit. So, I don't know, maybe I can squeeze one more in before I leave.
And which one do you think was your favorite?
I think my favorite one was the one we went to with your dad the other night before we went to a place called Mr. Fogg's, because it was one of the oldest pubs in all of London. And your dad and I got into a small competition, which I won. So that's something that's really gratifying.
You like pretty blonde girls, right?
Well, I'm married to a very beautiful blonde woman, so in that case, yes, I do.
Any chance Vanity Fair could write a story on Ula's World?
I think if you stick with it, I think that could happen. You know, we are starting to cover more YouTube influencers and stars nowadays, because that's where all young people are getting their entertainment. So, yeah, I think, you know, keep firing away.
What do you think of the fact that Donald Trump doesn't like your wife?
Well, I'm very proud of her for standing up for what she believes in and telling the truth every day on TV. And if that means that somebody doesn't like her or doesn't like what she says, then that's their problem as far as I'm concerned.
Thank you.